Hey, 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 what's been good about your day? Welcome to Storytime with Mrs. Newport. We're going to work on some more chapters in Heaven Changes Everything by Todd and Sonia Burpo. I'm excited to share this with you. Chapter 20 is called It's the People. When I peeked into Harold's room, I saw Daniel and Gloria along with 3 or 4 family members, including a couple I knew to be Harold's other daughters. I turned to Harold's bed and saw that he was lying very still, drawing in deep breaths, spaced at wide intervals. I had seen men and women at this phase at the end of life many times. When they reached to their last moments, they slipped in and out of consciousness, even while awake, in and out of lucidity. I turned to Gloria. "How's your dad doing?" I asked. "He's hanging on, but I don't think he has much longer." Todd's talking here, and he says, after surviving something serious, the smaller everyday stuff that used to be upsetting or annoying just doesn't get as much of your time or attention as it once did. At least that's how it worked for Sonia and me. And there's another thing too, your sense of values. I know people whose main goal in life is to have a great car or a big house or the newest red or green tractor. Yeah, I live in Nebraska. But I'm guessing a lot of those people haven't stood by a hospital bedside screaming at God not to take their child. After that kind of experience, you tend to forget about the little things, and you realize life isn't about things anyway. To correct a well-known politician insider's slogan from a few presidential campaigns ago, "It's the people, stupid," wise people learn this lesson and live this truth before they reach the end of their life. When you get what's important, you start investing more of yourself in the people in your life, the ones you love and the ones who love you back. Life is short, sometimes too short. But however old you are, when you get to the end of your life, maybe you'll be like my friend Harold, described in the excerpt above, who was lying in a nursing home bed, suspended between his life and the next. At that point, you won't be asking for the plaques you earned, the trophies you won, the stuff you collected. What's going to matter then is the people you love. That's what you'll want around as you head off into eternity. If you don't want it now, you'll want it then. It's the people in your life who matter. So, who do you need to find and give a hug to today? Or maybe send a thinking of you note or email? Here's the first to end this chapter, John 13:34. "A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another." Chapter 21 is called At Home in Heaven. I laid my hand on the old minister's shoulder, closed my eyes, and prayed aloud, reminding God of Harold's long and faithful service, asking that the angels would make his journey quick and smooth, and that God would receive his servant with great joy. When I finished the prayer, I turned to rejoin the family. Colton peered earnestly up at Harold's face and said, "It's going to be okay. The first person you're going to see is Jesus." So Todd's talking here, and he says, have you ever flown somewhere, maybe at holiday time, when the airport's arrival area is jam-packed with happily expectant friends and family members, but no one's there to meet your flight? I've done a lot of traveling since Heaven is for Real was published, and I can tell you there's a big difference in coming into a bustling airport where you don't know anyone and arriving at an airport where someone comes striding up with a smiling face, eagerly greeting you and welcoming you to that place. Heaven is also a big, busy place, bigger than any place we've ever seen. Isn't it reassuring to know that God will come and take you there when it's your time to go? You won't have to look around trying to find him or trying to find your way to heaven. Picture him right there, extending his hand and welcoming you. You don't have to program your spiritual GPS or anything. Equally comforting is the fact that Jesus will always be there to welcome our loved ones into glory. Elderly grandparents whose earthly dementia kept them from finding their way from room to room, innocent children who'd never gone anywhere alone before, beloved family members who may have been snatched from this world to the next by accident or violence. Jesus will be there. His face aglow, his confidence contagious, telling our friends and family members that what Colton told our dear friend Harold Greer, it's going to be okay. The first person you're going to see is Jesus. The moment we arrive in heaven, all our fear, all our worries will be removed. And from that moment on, throughout eternity, it's going to be okay. I joke with Colton that whenever a woman comes up to him somewhere to talk about his story, he knows he's going to get the dreaded feeling question. Colton, what did heaven feel like? It's a joke for us guys because talking about our feelings isn't something we're real comfortable with. And if you think it's hard to get a grown man to talk about his feelings, just trying to get an adolescent boy to open up. But Colton expects the question now, and his answer comes honestly and easily. He tells the simple truth. When I was in heaven, it felt like I was home. When you leave this earth, are you leaving home or going home? I'm going to leave you with this verse at the end of this chapter. It's John 14:3. I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. We'll start again tomorrow with chapter 22. Have a great day and be grateful for what you have.